Straight ahead on your News 20 at 5, Tallahassee's unemployment rate drops. The state legislature is trying to pass a bill to put a restriction on internet cafes, and a $30 million park will be built in downtown Tallahassee. Your News 20 at 5 starts right now.
From the highest of 7 hills in Florida's capital city, covering every corner of the Big Bend, this is the award-winning News 20 at 5 Live.
Good evening, I'm Jasmine Harris. Thanks for tuning in. The unemployment rate has dropped 2 percentage points in Tallahassee. Governor Rick Scott is adding more private sector jobs instead of adding more governmental jobs. Tallahassee's career fair, which was held by Workforce Plus January 19th, brought in thousands of potential future employees. During the career fair, many talked to employers and handed out their resumes in hopes to land a job. Home Depot's District Home and Research Manager Tim Sertivan tells us more about the search for future employees.
Because people that are looking for jobs, we're as an employer, we have them available, and it's nice to be able to get us all together in one place and just get the good candidates with the employers.
Florida Senate Bill 380, if passed, could place restrictions on internet cafes. Customers of these cafes can choose to get on the internet or play simulated gambling games for prizes. The state legislature for years has debated whether or not to do away with the cafes completely. Governor Rick Scott is in favor of closing them. Internet cafes are an estimated $1 billion industry that the state doesn't receive any proceeds from. 50 cafes can be found in Northeast Florida, and over 13,000 Floridians are employed under them. Representative Peter F. Naher tells us more.
People should be entitled to spend their money the way that they want to spend it, as long as they're doing it in a legal activity.
Increasing enrollment in Leon County schools are forcing the school district to teaching in portables. For more on the story, Amber Mackey reports.
Increasing enrollments and state-imposed limits on class size has required the Leon County School District to expand on classroom portables. However, Leon High School Assistant Principal Sarah Hembry is not pleased with its impact on education.
Although we have fewer kids in classrooms, we have less classes that we're able to offer. I have less ability to offer new courses, and sometimes I can't offer the courses that my kids actually want.
Lowering class sizes in Leon County schools is also affecting teachers' salaries. Although physical education teacher Joy Becker hasn't received a raise in 5 years, she still enjoys teaching in classroom portables.
Those of us that are in education for the long haul are here for the kids, and we're here to do what's best for our school, and that's what we do. So, of course, it's always nice to get any type of a raise. But, if we can't get a raise, then hopefully we will next year.
The legislature wanted the classrooms to receive more individualized instruction. However, with no money or space received, thousands of teaching units have disappeared, while the student population continues to increase. While the number of students in the portable classrooms are steadily increasing, the Leon County school system is still trying to adjust to funding changes. This has been Amber Mackey reporting for News 20 at 5.
Thanks, Amber. Flooding will be no more in some parts of downtown Tallahassee. A $30 million 24-acre park is expected to help the draining system along Franklin Boulevard. Along with the park, an amphitheater will be built that will hold thousands. The 4-mile project will be designed to hold 100 acre-feet of water during a storm. Residents that live near the poorly constructed area think that the new project has a chance to improve the quality of their lives. Resident Jeff Schaefer tells us more.
This whole area down here would flood. We'd have water up on our grass, come up over the curbs of the street. All of this, a lot of times they had to close the street off because the water just got too deep, especially out in the middle. City would come down and put up signs.
Coming up next on News 20 at 5, the latest on the investigation of the death of one of the most well-known pop singers. And learn how your Valentine's Day flowers are getting thoroughly examined this holiday. Stay tuned to your News 20 at 5.
Every day, our brave troops and their families stand up for us.
For years, we've asked so much of so few.
Now we have a chance to serve these heroes.
To give time, offer comfort, or lend a hand.
To ease the burden on a military family.
Let's honor their service by volunteering ours.
Remember when imagination could take us anywhere? It still can. Destination Imagination is an extraordinary after-school activity that lets any child experience creativity, teamwork, and problem-solving. Parents and teachers, start a Destination Imagination team and let your child begin the journey of a lifetime.
Welcome back. I'm Jasmine Harris. Music pop icon Whitney Houston died at the age of 48 on Saturday, February 11th. The multi-award-winning singer leaves behind a daughter and many mourning fans. Here is more on the story.
Hers was a voice instantly recognized by millions of fans worldwide. Saturday came the shocking news: the voice of Whitney Houston has forever fallen silent. Police say her body was discovered at the upscale Beverly Hilton Hotel.
Fire department and hotel security were already attempting resuscitation measures, but at 3:55 p.m. this afternoon, Whitney Houston was pronounced dead at the Beverly Hilton Hotel.
A cause of death was still under investigation Saturday night. Houston struggled for many years with drug and alcohol problems, but her publicist said she had gotten help last year. The legendary recording artist sold more than 170 million albums, with hits including Saving All My Love for You and The Greatest Love of All. But perhaps her crowning achievement was her 1992 cover of Dolly Parton's I Will Always Love You, from her film The Bodyguard with Kevin Costner. Among her accomplishments, 6 Grammys, 2 Emmys, 30 Billboard Music Awards, and 22 American Music Awards. Whitney Houston was 48 years old. This is Rick Vincent reporting.
3 people were found dead in a home in Sarasota, Florida. The triple homicide gave investigators a grim look when they arrived to the scene. Police say a 58-year-old Thomas Moak shot and killed both of his parents and sister with a shotgun. After the killings, Moak called his sister to tell her what he had done. He was then taken to a Sarasota jail where he was charged with 3 counts of third-degree murder and held without bail. 15 people were injured in a protest in Athens, Greece Saturday. Protesters threw stones and Molotov cocktails at police, who then threw stun grenades and tear gas. The protest started when the government approved austerity cuts for the country, trying to avoid a default. Historic buildings in Athens were damaged and authorities detained at least 20 people. Greece owes $330 billion in euros, and this isn't the first time the country has come close to a default. Southwest Airlines is now flying to Georgia. The airline will now have 15 flights operating out of Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport to 5 cities: Chicago, Houston, Denver, Baltimore, and Austin. The airline leaders hope to stay competitive with Delta Airlines, who have ran out of Atlanta for years now. On their first day, Southwest raffled off 3 free round-trip tickets to new customers. The airline hopes to add more flights along with AirTran in the future. People aren't the only ones being frisked by customs. Your Valentine's Day flowers at Miami International Airport are going through security measures to make sure there aren't any insects in them. Agents are inspecting shipped flowers from other countries to make sure there are no pests that carry diseases. Last year, Miami